Alright, so for today's recipe, we're going to be doing one that is for our less confident chefs. Hopefully this will give you a little bit of extra confidence in your ability to cook and give you something super fast, super simple, super easy that you can make every single day if you want to. Let's get it. So for today's ingredients, you are going to want some baby spinach, mushroom, 1 large onion, a pound of pork sausage, salt, egg whites, chicken bouillon, and black pepper. So this meal prep is insanely quick and easy. What you'll do is you'll want to wash your mushrooms off, just get the dirt off of them. If you have a mushroom brush, use that. If not, you can use water. It will make them feel slimy though. Once you have your mushrooms all the dirt washed off your mushrooms, what you're gonna wanna do, I like to take the stems off first. Really truly try to avoid washing mushrooms with water if possible. They're much easier to work with if you do not, and they feel a lot better. But in the end, it doesn't really matter. So I just give it all a very rough chop. And just toss that in with your spinach. For the heads, just go ahead and just chop them through. I like the meatiness of mushrooms, so I leave them pretty thick. So after you have cut your mushroom, go ahead and clear your cutting board off, especially if you got any leftover dirt on it. And then we're going to chop an onion. So with a paring knife, this is how I like to do them. If you got a kitchen knife, I will show you another technique for that in the future. But today, all I've got is the paring knife. So what I do is I cut it in half through the root. Make sure you go through the root. That really helps keep a lot of the juices in it. Helps keep you from crying. So yeah, go ahead and peel those outer layers that you don't want to eat off. As many as you need to, no more than what you need to peel off though. And so yeah, from there, I just go ahead and cut it to the thickness I like. I like onion a lot, so I like to leave a bit of it there, like the texture of it, all of that. So this is about how thick I'd say to cut it. That's how thick I cut them. And then yeah, so once you got them sliced down, throw them off to the side for a second. Do the same with the other half. Just gonna want to go ahead and take a few bits of that and then just chop them through. And just like that, our onion is all chopped. That's how we're gonna have it. All right, next up, cooking. And as soon as I said that, I remembered I forgot to season my meat. So the meat I'm using is one already seasoned, so you'll want to add even more if you got just plain sausage, ground pork. But for me, I've got the luxury of it coming with some seasons already in there, some salt, some pepper, some smoky flavors. Darn, I hate when this happens, when you get that meat all over the packaging. Yeah, you guys give me a second, I'll come back when I got all that off. All right, I am back, clean hands. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna add our seasonings. First, we're gonna add the black pepper. I want about ½ tablespoon black pepper. A little more, 1 tablespoon black pepper. We're gonna go about a ½ tablespoon chicken bouillon. And we are gonna go a full tablespoon of salt. So because of the way we're cooking this is why I'm going so heavy on the seasonings. As well, it'll have to season. This will be the seasoning for everything. So this isn't just the seasoning for the meat. This is the seasoning for the veggies, this is the seasoning for the egg and everything. So all that flavor is gonna be packed in there, but it'll spread out. One thing I am gonna add, you do not have to. That's why I didn't add it into the ingredients list at the beginning. I'm gonna add a little bit of fish sauce because I want that umami. Just add a teaspoon. Just add just a little bit because I like it. And so from there, you gotta mix all that seasoning in. All right, so that's mixed pretty well. And so now we're gonna add the onion in, all that in there, all that goodness. Mix that all in there as well. Doesn't have to be mixed perfectly, but I think the flavors meld well together when you do it that way. As well, it keeps everything cooking evenly. And that's what we really want. Forgot to mention, another thing you can add if you'd like it is you can add some Splenda or sugar to this. To sweeten it up and balance those flavors off. I'm not feeling sweetness this time around, so it's not for me. So what we're gonna do to cook this is we're gonna take this over across the kitchen, open up the trusty microwave, grab that onion off of the bottom of the bowl, throw it right in there, throw it on for 2 minutes, come back. And of course, the second I turn the camera on, the refrigerator wants to start whining. But after 2 minutes, take that out of the microwave, start breaking it up and mixing it up. It's going to cook it's cooking in the microwave, so it's going to cook weird. So you're going to want to make sure you're actually mixing this up pretty well. But just give it a quick mix. Start breaking it up a little, because parts of it are already cooked. The amazingness of the microwave is the evenness with which it cooks things is non-existent. But it's okay, because we're making a lazy meal today. Alright, and back into the microwave for another 2 minutes. Alright, so after that last minute, this is just about all the way cooked through. It does not need to be all the way cooked just yet. And here is why. It is not done with its time in the microwave. Now it's time to throw all of the vegetables in. All that good spinach and mushroom going right in there. Get as much of it in that bowl as you possibly can. So it'll all wilt up and disappear here in a moment. Take your egg whites, pour those in there. I don't think I said in the beginning how much, but it's kind of just however much you want. I've only got about a cup of egg whites, so I'm just going with a cup of egg whites. If you have more or less, or like eggs or don't like eggs, use more or less. If you don't like eggs, make this recipe without eggs at all. That is all the eggs. I'm gonna just go ahead and throw this all in at once. It'll wilt down. Also, the spinach is gonna go bad, so I like to get it all cooked today. You can see how overflowed that bowl is. I'll show you what it looks like here in a sec. This round of microwave, 3 minutes. Alright, we can already see how much this has started to wilt, which is lovely. Alright, once that's nice and mixed, go ahead and throw that back in. This time I'm gonna throw it in for a whopping 5 minutes. Alright, and the moment of truth. There it is. Looking not the most beautiful and appetizing, but it smells delish. You will notice a good bit of liquid in the bottom, and don't worry, that's not your egg whites. That is the liquid from the spinach and the mushrooms, so not to be alarmed. If if you are worried about it, then you can go ahead and drain that off and then throw it back in the microwave for another minute. And you'll be beyond a reasonable doubt all good. But yeah, look at that. Not too bad for a microwave meal. And you saw every single step of the process, so however long this video ends up being is how long this entire process takes, other than the microwaving, obviously. Because I'm not going to have you guys sit and watch a microwave. That would make for a very interesting video. Tastes amazing. Let me get a good bite here. A little bit of everything. All right, look at that. Delicious. That is absolutely delicious. Yeah, seasoning wise, I would follow this recipe to a T. That is, wow.